Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to our Seance set review here on Metabroz. I'm Moldy Potion. This is my bro, Metacracks.
Welcome back, everyone, to our Dark Aura set review for Seance. Before we get into the show, as always, thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and if you do need some more MetaZoo content, check out Caster Society here on YouTube. Link in the description below, where we post several times a week. And shout out to Arthur for getting those videos all caught up for us.
Yes.
We're almost where we left off, so you should be seeing Seance spellbooks soon.
Yes,
over
absolutely, absolutely. Also, if you want to support the content my brother and I are doing, you can go to patreon.com/metabroz with a Z. We have some tiers there, depending on what you want to donate to us. I give you lessons, teach you how to play, give you feedback on your decks and things like that. We try to have a good time with you guys. And big shout out to all our patrons. We love you.
Yeah, thank you guys for all the amazing support.
Yeah.
All right, and with that, let's get into our first Dark Aura card. A spell, Black Mass.
Some of the best art in the set. This reminds me of when I was a kid and like magic cards were really risque and had some like naughty stuff on them. And if mom saw the cards, she'd get mad. So I'd be like, oh, like keep it secret, keep it safe.
Yeah, exactly. They're bathing in blood, it looks like to me. Black Mass spell, 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 dark. You may destroy any number of beasties you control. Apply the following effects based on the number of beasties destroyed. 1 or more, beasties you control gain plus 10 LP. 2 or more, you may place a beastie not destroyed by this spell from any limbo into the arena fatigued under your control. That's badass.
Yeah, it's crazy.
4 or more, inflict all opposing beasties with scared. 7 or more, bookmark 4. This is amazing.
I love this card. I absolutely love this card. Keep in mind, guys, that it's 1 or more, 2 or more, 4 or more, 7 or more, meaning that if you would sack 7 beasties with this spell, that's a magic term, sacrifice. If you would destroy 7 beasties that you control, you would not only bookmark 4, you would inflict all opposing beasties with scared.
No way.
You would be able to place a beastie not destroyed by the spell into the arena, and beasties you control would gain 10 LP. It's going to do all of them.
Oh!
Yeah, that's why it says that or more. If you do 2 or more, you're going to get the beastie not destroyed by the spell into the arena, and your beasties will gain 10 LP. You see what I'm saying here? Yeah. The effects stack up. I think this is a really cool one, especially for token decks. Like Dingbells, it's easy to sack 7 little Dingbell tokens and you'll get 4 bookmarks and then all the other effects potentially. You know, you might be able to bring back a Quetz or whatever. It doesn't limit the beastie that you pull out of limbo on aura cost or anything like that. It just can't be destroyed by this spell. And it's any limbo. So you can grab your opponent's beasties. I mean, this is wild. This is totally wild. You could bring out a Hornets and you could kill both the Hornets and get any beastie you want from any limbo into the arena.
What?
You know, like that's insane.
Damn.
This is a good card. I don't think it's been, I mean, obviously the meta's new. We haven't really broken it yet, but this is a card that if it doesn't make an appearance now, it will at some point in the meta. This is too good to pass up.
Oh, I'm super attracted to this card already. So you're just telling me, think about this. You sacrifice or you destroy 7 tokens. Sure, they could be beasties, but let's just go with tokens to make it easy.
Yeah.
Therefore,
they do have to be beasties.
All your other beasties. Oh, and so not tokens.
Tokens are beasties if they're token beasties. Tokens can be beasties or artifacts. I'm just saying you can't sack a bunch of artifacts. They have to be beasties.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sack 7, which means this card gives all your other beasties a permanent gain of plus 10 LP. You can place a beastie in anyone's limbo, yours or your opponent's, into the arena, fatigued under your control.
Yep.
You inflict all opposing beasties with scared, and you bookmark 4. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's 4 per spell book. So like if you were really committed to the token build, you could potentially draw an extra 16 cards throughout the game on top of all the other effects. But you got to have the beasties to sacrifice. So that's why I'm like, I wonder if we'll see it in this meta or not. It's definitely a cool spell.
Wait a second. Let me zoom in here a bit. She's cutting her own throat.
Oh yeah,
as they bathe in their own blood.
Yeah, she's slitting her own throat, and Mike Waddell is holding her hair.
Is that Mike?
No, I just to think it is.
That's an interesting Pope hat.
Yeah,
with the wings.
It's the Hierophant hat that Adam Ackler's wearing. So that must be Adam and his hose.
Okay, so here we have "It aret nigrum massa, a requiem pro defunctis corpus est altere, militeum in tembris magia circuitae et glemoror in sacrificium gadese."
Okay.
I didn't really say any of that right. I just went with it.
I think it's basically says it's a black mass a ritual, a twisted ritual, like dead body. I don't know. I can't read it all, but it's basically people saying it's a black mass and people are killing themselves for fun.
Next page. We have the beastie humanoid Third Eye Man, 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 dark, life points 50. Has a fleet trait, 20 bonus to the attack if the city terror is in play, and that is a 20 bonus to life points if the nighttime terror is in play. The power, Damned, fatigue this beastie humanoid, create an investigating policeman token, 20 LP neutral beastie with 10 damage attack, and destroy this beastie. Destroy target special terror page. Okay, so Let's finish him off. Catacomb Run, base damage 10, fourth wall effect. If you have a visible third eye, you may place up to 3 pages in an opposing caster's limbo or cemetery into their afterlife. All right, so I'm not immediately drawn to this card, but I do like all the tech that's happening right now. Yeah. The idea that you can remove a special terra is great, and obviously with Seance, there's a lot of afterlife play, moving things back and forth, depending on what you're going after.
Totally. This is one of those cards that it's hard to actually get a read on how powerful it is, because it's a lot of, I would say minimally to moderately powerful effects, but it's a number of them, number of very different effects, right? So it's a 2-drop with 50 LP. That's decent. It has fleet. Better. It gets a 20 damage bonus from the city terra. Better. You know what I mean? Gets a life point bonus from the nighttime terra. You're already starting to be like, okay, like these pieces come together into a decent card. It's not as exciting as Black Mass, but this thing does have some answers that destroys special terra. That's a big deal in this set. And then that Catacomb Run power, if you have a visible third eye, I'm assuming at this point we'll probably be able to draw like a third eye on your head or something for tournament play. I think this will be,
you kind of have a Seance third eye already.
Kind of do right there, the Seance spellbook third eye. If you have a visible third eye, you can place up to 3 pages in an opposing caster's limbo or cemetery into the afterlife. The real use of this is to shut down Gassy, in my opinion.
Oh, you're just removing the spells.
Just pull the spells right out, send them to the afterlife.
Every time you attack, you're just removing his ability to recast.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's actually applicable right now. Flavor text here reads, the Third Eye Man prowls the catacombs of Columbia, South Carolina, chasing after students and feasting on the occasional lost chicken. The attempts to seal him away have been futile. All right.
Whenever it says eating a chicken, I just think of Zelda. You never get away with eating those chickens.
You try.
They'll eat you.
That's true. All right. Beastie Scarecrow, Stickman of Clark County, 5 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, life points 60. 20 bonus to the life point if the farm terra is in play. Fourth wall, if a stick is within eyesight, this beastie gains plus 20 LP. That should be an easy fourth wall to accomplish.
I think so.
Arena effect, any opposing beastie touching this beastie must choose this beastie as the target for their attacks. This is like a mini Enfield.
I love them so much.
This is amazing. You can save and protect your beasties by making them target the stickman, who only costs 1 and can have
up to 100 LP
and the LP bonus.
100.
Up to 100 for 1. That's not hard to accomplish. And the idea that they're going to have to work their way through a stickman before they get to your beastie, 100 LP is a lot to get through. 1,000 sticks is the attack base damage 0. Reduce all combat damage dealt by the attack to 0 and move this beastie anywhere in the arena. So, okay. That's what allows you to reorganize your state of play if you want to protect different beasties.
Yep, you can keep moving the stickman to other beasties, and anything it's touching will have to attack it. That can be more than 1 beastie. So if the opponent doesn't set up their arena well, you could drop this guy touching multiple beasties. Or if they're a dummy and they mark all their tokens on a dice, you could put him touching the dice and all those tokens would have to swing into Stickman. There's definitely going to be some really good plays with this guy, and the fact that he's a 1-drop with 100 LP, that's awesome. He's not going to do much to stop the big beasties. You know, like he'll absorb 1 hit from a Quetz, which is cool for sure. But he'll get eaten by the second hit. You know, this is going to be more so in my mind for the early game beasties, just kind of locking them down. You know, if the opponent brings out a Napa Rebobs or something, he's going to have to swing into this guy 4 times, you know, before he's going to be able to score a swing into the caster. So
yeah, it's early protection.
Yeah, but really it's great protection.
Yep. And it could save you a bunch of life points. I mean, think about it. If you've got them fully pumped and you got all 5, you have 50% more life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
1,000. Oh, sorry. Flavor text. Get in there. Come on.
I like the Stickman. I think that's a great card.
This Featureless beastie can be seen fleeing the scene of parking lots and driveways. Strangely, the beastie seeks out vehicle headlights like a moth to the flame.
Just imagine if you got this guy out and then you sinister shadowed to make a bunch of them, and then you brought out Indrid and you made them immortal.
Oh, I love it.
GG's, right? Good game.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. All right, next page we have the beastie alien green thing. 2 per spellbook, contraction cost, 1 cosmic, 1 dark, life point 70. Has the burrow trait, 20 bonus to the life points if the farm terror is in play. The power, shady tears. Is that what that says?
I think it says Study Terra.
Study Terra.
Yeah.
Glasses are doing their job. All special Terra pages have their effect text box nullified until the end of the next turn. This page cannot burrow next turn. That's amazing.
Yeah, so you can just shut down, as long as it's a special terror, you can shut it down for a turn. And then morph terrains the attack, it deals 20 damage, and you may reorder all Terra pages in the arena.
That's cool too.
That's cool. It's not super applicable yet, because usually the Terra spots don't fill up, but more and more as they bring out these special Terra, this guy's going to have more and more jobs to do. And the fact that he is a 2-drop with 70 LP, potentially 90 LP, and burrow, and he's an alien, there's some good elements to this guy.
Alien, dude.
Yeah,
The
give him tribal boost. Yeah, he's going to be a big boy.
Flavor text here reads, the green thing of New Kensington lurks through sewer drains networks to avoid capture. It can morph terrain into more malleable shapes to suit its travel lifestyle.
Nice.
Next page, we have the beastie chibi. Salem's Witches. 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, life points 10, has the flying trait, 5 bonus to the attack if the farm terror is in play. Contraction.
That's the suburban terror, sorry.
Thank you.
Yep.
You may, because the farm has the silo.
Right.
You may search your spellbook for a page named Salem's Witches and add it to your chapter. Destroy effect. You may pay 1 dark to place a page named Salem Witches from your chapter, Limbo, or Afterlife into the Arena Awakened. That's mean.
That's pretty cool.
First, Trick or Treat. Base damage 5, 4th wall. If it is October and this attack damaged a caster, that caster discards a page from that chapter. Okay, so without the October 4th wall effect, I love this card.
Yeah. It's already a great card. It's going to tutor out your Salem's Witches. There's actually a new witch, Sarah Good, that's based on the Salem Witch.
Oh, yeah.
And she is also named Salem's Witches. So you can search her out. Or you can search the classic Salem's Witches, which if you don't remember, it's a 3-drop and it reduces the cost of all spells that you cast by 1. So this is a deck that's just kind of made to be tech. You're supposed to get out your witches, you get out that Terra that makes it October, and then you score some attacks with these little babies against the opponent, and you make them discard a bunch of cards from their chapter. I mean, it's awesome. Pretty cool. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I feel like this is more in like the jank section. Anytime that we're entering the chibi deck ideas, I'm like, it's a little jank, but also it can work. And look how cute that little baby is right now.
Shout out to
Seb. Yeah.
Flavor text here reads, other chibis don't really get along with this little beastie. She can be a bit of a bully, but it's only because she's secretly a little embarrassed from her attachment to her broom.
Oh, that's cute.
Aren't we all?
So adorable.
I'm kidding. I don't even know what that means. Whoops, sorry. We're not zooming in. Glasses have arrived. Artifact Blood Grimoire, 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 dark, life point 70, has the flying trait. 4th wall, while a vial of fake blood is within eyesight, beasties you control with
Bloodsucker
gain the effect Arena effect. Damage dealt by this beastie also recovers the same amount of LP to the controller of this beastie. This effect does not stack.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I, the caster, will be recovering my life points as my beastie bloodsuckers do their work.
Yep. If you've played Magic, it turns your bloodsuckers into lifelink beasties.
That's
Any
awesome.
damage they deal, you're going to recover in LP.
And so will they.
Yep.
Bloody Boon.
Blood Boon, yeah.
Blood Boon is the power. Fatigue this artifact. You may lose 50 LP. All beastie bloodsuckers gain plus 20 LP until the start of your next turn. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, hey, look, if you're going to keep your beastie bloodsuckers alive and they're going to do damage and recover life, and then you're going to end up recovering that 50 life points you gave, it's just giving you more room to keep them, taking damage and getting you life. So
that's exactly it.
I love it.
If you have more than 3 bloodsuckers in the arena, then it's worth it because you're going to be giving those 3 plus 20 LP, which means you're going to recover back. Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing, guys, you need to know this. If a beastie bloodsucker has max life, it doesn't recover anything, which means you don't either. So let's say I have a beastie bloodsucker who has 60 max LP and they haven't been damaged. If I hit the opponent, they don't recover anything, which means I don't recover anything.
So you actually want them to have this distance between their full capacity so they can recover.
Exactly.
That's why they're temporarily getting this bonus so they can get you back the life points you just spent.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And was painted with blood, guys. That is not red paint. That is Afton's blood that she used to paint this piece. And I think there's a couple other pieces in the set that have been painted with blood, but this is the only one I know for sure.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
A dark book of sanguine magic. Blood literally oozes between each page, luring all kinds of nearby bloodsuckers to the reader.
Nice. I love that it has flight too. That's just a nice touch, you know.
Just a little harder to get to. An artifact that's like a book flapping its pages in the air.
Oh boy.
Spell. Death. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 neutral, 2 dark. 4th wall effect. If you reveal a death tarot card to an opposing caster, you may contract this spell anytime a beastie page is being contracted. Do not resolve any effects of a beastie page being contracted and place it in limbo.
Place it in limbo, yeah.
Or you may place 1 dark, light, or spirit beastie with an aura cost of 2 or less from any limbo into the arena fatigued under your control. This is amazing.
Yeah, what can you say? It's a near perfect card. God. It's a 3 cost. It's going to stop a beastie contract. Finally, we have a real beastie counterspell. Yeah. Shuts down the beastie, sends it to limbo. None of the effects resolved. The beastie doesn't enter the arena. Or you can place a dark, light, or spirit beastie with an aura cost of 2 or less. I mean, that's pretty cool, especially with some of the multicolored beasties like Wingok, we'll see here in a minute, is a 1 spirit, 1 dark beastie. You could pull that with Death because it's considered a 2-cost dark beastie. So, yeah. And I love the art. Death holding the baby, looking at his own card holding the baby.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
Flavor text here reads, Transitions, change, decay, and resistance. The Death Tarot card suggests a new shift in your life and a desire to let go of the past. When one chapter closes, a new chapter begins. But will we learn from our previous mistakes when the time comes? Do we ever? Spell, All Hallows Eve, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 neutral, 5 dark, 4th wall. If it is October, place all beasties in an opposing caster's limbos, cemeteries, and afterlives in the arena awakened under your control. What?
All beasties in all opposer casters, limbos, cemeteries, and afterlives. So everything. Yeah.
You get it all under your control.
Awakened, yes. And if you read the actual effect, it's saying you place all beasties in your limbo, cemetery, or afterlife into the arena awakened under your control. Remove spirit, remove invisible, and all beasties till the end of the next turn. Place all beasties that have entered the arena this turn by this spell into their owner's afterlife at the end of the turn.
Oh,
place this page into the afterlife.
It's a momentary control of everything.
Of everything. And that's what's crazy, though. Like, this thing can come at the end of the game after you have just fought through your decks, and it can pull every beastie that's been in the arena that game for 1 turn onto your side.
Wow.
Pretty wild. It's 2 per spellbook, too. This thing is mean.
And they enter awakened.
Enter awakened, so you get the attacks.
So I like that it removes spirit and invisible. That's like the bit of a balance to this OP.
Yeah, they can be blocked. Yeah. Yeah, invisible beasties.
Good luck, because you have everything.
Yeah.
Flood the earth, and then this. The day where the barrier between the spirits of the living and the dead is at its weakest. Dark and spirit magic reveal in the heightened sense of fear and mystery.
I mean, the combo is zombie apocalypse, 1 turn.
Oh, that's what it is.
Kill everything in the arena. Then
bring
the next
it all
turn,
back.
Bring it all back.
That's what it is. Forget flood, zombie apocalypse. Oh man, dark got a boost.
If Monshak Swamp Priestess is out, you're going to get a zombie for every single one of these beasties. Yeah.
Wow.
Pretty crazy.
Next page, we have Beastie Bloodsucker, the Gargoyle. 6 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 flame, 1 dark, life points 50. Has the flying trait, stone skin trait, and the bloodsucker trait. 25 bonus to the life points if the farm terror is in play, 10 bonus to the attack if the nighttime terror is in play. 4th wall, if you are wearing fake blood, you may contract this beastie at any time for 1 dark, by destroying one awakened beastie you control.
Let's go. I love this card. This is one of my favorites in the whole set.
Upon contraction, you and beasties you control cannot be dealt damage or lose LP outside of combat from pages controlled by opposing casters until the start of your next turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Mm-hmm. You can't hit me with a spell until the start of my next turn?
They can hit you, but they can't deal you damage or cause LP loss. This will protect you from poison.
That's
this will
what I'm
protect
talking
you
about.
from burn. This is going to protect you from everything because it lasts through until the start of the next turn. Your next turn.
You can cast Fireball, but I won't lose any LP.
Right. I'll get burned, but I won't lose any LP from that burn. And in the same way, this is you and all beasties you control. So this is a 1-drop. Now you have to be able to sack a awakened beastie you control to drop it for 1 at any time. But if you leave a beastie awake knowing you can drop this guy, destroy that beastie at any time. So if the opponent casts a spell and you don't like what it's going to do, get Gargoyle out there and he will stop all of that. And then he's a flying stone skin bloodsucker who has up to 75 LP. Yeah. And the attack deals 10 damage and gets plus 10 damage for each opposing caster. So he's not a big attacker, but he's a great blocker and he's a great stopper for like damage and effects. It's like a counter and a beastie. It's like give stone skin to everything for like the next 2 turns.
I think this is my favorite card that I've seen the entire set so far.
That's what I'm saying. I think this dude is amazing.
The idea that you could, like, this is kind of ridiculous, but take away everything, but you have a 2-cost spell where you can't lose life points from spells until the end of your next turn.
Yeah.
I'd play that, especially if I'm hitting, playing Gassy against Gassy.
Right.
Wow.
Like imagine you have the perfect hand of Torrential and you just go to absolutely destroy and decimate me and I drop a Gargoyle.
So
and
what?
You can't deal any damage to any of my beasties or me at all. So you'll get the bookmarks off of your Torrential, but you won't be able to deal any damage.
Dude, it protects my beasties too?
Yeah,
this is over the top.
I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm trying not to make a big deal out of it because I'm so excited about this card, but this card's really good.
We have seen, so far.
One of them, yeah.
Mob Claw is the attack base damage 10. This attack deals plus 10 damage for each opposing caster. All right, so it'll be hitting for 20 minimum, up to 30 with 75 life points, flying, stone skin, bloodsucker that protects you and your beasties from spells for a turn.
This is my kind of card, man. It's just a whole bunch of good tech rolled up into one.
I'm really impressed by that.
I know. It's a good card.
Dark Flame is definitely...
Nobody pay attention to how good this card is.
Yeah, right. The target of many unsuccessful hunting expeditions by government officials, it mocks those that try to take shots at its hardened skin.
That's what I'm going to do to my opponents. I'm just going to mock them for trying to take shots.
Them too. We'll just both go Gargoyles from here on out.
Right.
Whoa, is that the end of the dark?
That's, and the rares. Yep. Because there were a bunch of mixed dark cards that we've already covered in the other aura types that were part dark. There's DC the Demon Cat.
Let's do it.
Let's not. There's so many. Okay, fine. We're going to cover it in the next episode.
Beastie Demon, DC the Demon Cat, 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, 1 spirit, life points 25. Has the fear trait and the spirit trait, 10 bonus to the attack if the city terror is in play. 4th wall, if you are playing in Washington, D.C., this page gains fleet. Unlucky is the power, fatigue this Beastie Demon. You may activate this power at any time. If this beastie has no meow counters, choose the next result of an opposing caster's die roll or coin flip this turn. Place a meow counter on this beastie. Scratching pages of the attack, base damage 10, inflicting scared. If this attack damaged a caster, that caster sends the top page of their spellbook to the afterlife. That's pretty cool. Being Spirit, I like it.
I don't love him. He's okay.
Okay. I mean, I just love the idea of milling your deck away with this beastie.
That is really good.
And I don't know if I've even looked at this beastie before. Flavor text here reads, this presidential prowler should be avoided when venturing down dark Washington corridors. It's highly speculated that the demon cat might be guarding something.
Nice.
All right, next. Multi-aura page, we have Dark.
That's not a multi-aura page.
That's a spirit page.
Let's just go to the rares.
Sackabilly.
There's too many mixed darks. We'll have to go back to all the other aura types if we want to do this.
I'm doing it.
So we're going back then to light and forest and all the others that have part dark beasties?
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. There's too many part dark beasties. We've already covered them.
You mean when we do the multi-aura? Well, let's just do the multi-aura rares. Let's not go back.
Okay, this isn't a rare then. Let's get to the rares.
Oh, we're in spirit?
Yes. I'm like, no, we're going to get bogged down.
All you had to say was we're not in the rares. That's all I was going for.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Artifact, Chains of Old Scratch. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1, neutral 2, dark, life points 110. Trap trait and defender trait. 4th wall, unless you rattle a chain at the start of your turn, you lose 50 LP. That could get dangerous.
Yeah.
Arena effect, casters must discard a page from their chapter before bookmarking with effects. Okay. If the caster has no pages in their chapter when bookmarking with an effect, they must discard 1 page after bookmarking. This effect does not stack. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, nobody's going to be bookmarking. When this thing comes out, and you can play it as a trap face down, and even though it's an artifact, when it flips, it will become a defender, because that's what traps do automatically. So this artifact flips, becomes a defender. It's going to have 220 LP if the opponent's attacking, right? So it's going to absorb whatever is coming at it.
Yeah, that's good.
And then casters must discard a page before bookmarking with effects. I mean, that's gnarly. It's not going to affect the bookmark at the start of the turn. But any other time, like if I cast bookmark, I'm going to have to discard a page before I draw the 2. And if I don't have a page to discard before I draw the 2, then I have to get rid of one of the ones I just drew.
Now, the only time, yes, I'm with you. So bookmarks, but you're going to be bookmarking 2 pages. So yeah, you only get rid of one of the 2. And if it's a new beginnings, then you have to get rid of 1 of the 6 or 1 before you bookmark the 7.
Right.
Okay. All right.
But most like standard effects that give you like, bookmark gives you 2, you're going to lose half of it. Frogman gives you an extra. You're not even going to get that one because you're going to have to discard when he gives you that extra one. So yeah, this is kind of one of those like lockdown, don't let somebody get too deep into their deck. You play a deck where you don't really care if you bookmark or not. And then you put this card in when you're playing a deck that needs bookmarks. Like Torrential, you'd be screwed. You would literally have to get rid of every single card that you bookmarked from Torrential.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Flavor text here reads, if these chains couldn't hold Mephisto, then what makes you think they could stop me?
The art is so sick too.
Yeah, it is.
So freaking good.
Powerful poncho. Okay, we got another scratch here. Spell Satanic Panic. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 3 dark, 4th wall. If you were alive between 1986 and 1994, you may contract this page at any time.
This guy. I get to contract this page at any time.
So do I. I was alive then.
Yep.
For each spirit or dark non-token beastie in the arena, create a Satanic Cultist token, 20 LP dark beastie with 20 damage attack. You may destroy a beastie demon you control to contract this page from your cemetery for 4 dark and place it into the afterlife. I don't really understand what I just read.
Spam tokens. That's basically what this should be called, because you're going to, for each spirit or dark beastie in the arena that isn't a token beastie, you're going to get a 2020 LP dark beastie into the arena on top of them. You may destroy a beastie demon you control, and then you get to contract this again from cemetery for 4 dark. Then it goes to the afterlife. But this is a 3 per spellbook token machine. Like let's say I've got 3 beasties out, right? For 3 dark, I'm going to get 3 more dark beasties. And then if I sack a demon and pay 4, I'm going to get 3 more again. And this is a 3 per spellbook, so you just get to guarantee.
Oh no, this is amazing.
This is amazing. And it's any time for people like us who are alive between 1986 and 1984. So, you declared 1986 and 1994. So you declare an attack. Cool. Satanic Panic. I get a bunch of tokens in the arena. I'm going to block. I'm going to have them next turn. Before you pass turn, I'm going to make a bunch of tokens. Like this is good. This is a good card.
This is really good. And you can have 3 of those. It's better than Sinister Shadows because it gives you a beastie. Well, it's not better, but it's a different play. Sinister Shadows is copying a single beastie multiple times.
Right.
This one is actually just giving you a token for every non-token beastie out in the arena.
It's pretty nasty, man.
I like this a lot.
Yeah.
Flavor text here reads, Satanic cults, dark magic, worship, and peak hysteria. The Satanic Panic only took a spark to ignite, but the inferno still rages on to this very day.
Yes,
they should have said night, because then it would have rhymed with ignite.
Right.
Whatever.
Right.
Next.
Oh, back it up real quick and scroll down because we missed one.
I don't want to go back.
The Reaper's Crown.
If we go backwards, sorry. Artifact Essence, Reaper's Crown, 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 0 dark, life points 50. You may fatigue this artifact at any time to generate 1 dark and 1 spirit. You may not control more than 2 artifact essences in the arena.
Yep, this is a good one. Dark Spirit.
Flavor text here reads, an artifact of immense power and age. A crown represents nobility, prestige, and power. A befitting article for none other than the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, man. I was really excited about that essence because I've been waiting for Dark Spirit for a while.
All right, this guy is a badass. I saw him yesterday for the first time in our first box opening that will be appearing on Casters shortly. Beastie Demon Shanahawk. 2 per spell book?
Mm-hmm.
1 dark and 1 water is the contraction cost. Life points 60. 10 bonus to the attack if the nighttime terror is in play. 20 bonus to the life points if the river terror is in play. You may contract this page at any time. Arena effect. Whenever an opposing caster bookmarks on their turn, due to an effect from a page they control, bookmark the same number of pages. This effect does not stack. So your frog lets you bookmark. Now, my beastie demon, my evil frog, lets me bookmark too.
Right.
Demon.
So your New Year's New Beginnings draws you 7 cards. It draws me 14.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Whenever an opposing caster bookmarks in their turn due to an effect from a page, oh my God, it's not a page in the arena.
Nope.
It's page. Okay. So now we nullify the fear of New Year's New Beginnings if you've got Shawnahook being played right after the New Year's New Beginnings. So they go to New Year's New Beginnings, and you...
In response.
You can contract this page anytime. Now I am bookmarking 14 cards after I throw away my 7.
Yep, you're both going to dump your chapter. Exactly. And then the opponent's going to draw 7 and you're going to draw 14 because you were going to draw 7, but now you draw 1 for each that they draw as well.
I did see this card before. I forgot. So not only does this protect you from New Beginnings in a way, I mean, you still have to give up your cards, but you get a lot back. But because they just played their New Year's New Beginnings, then you don't need to worry about it again. So you're sitting on 14 cards with no fear of throwing those away.
Right.
Incredible.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And keep in mind, because I've heard some people misread it, it's only pages the opposing caster controls and bookmarks. Like you can't get 14 off of your New Year's. No, it's only their stuff, but
opposing
still
caster.
really good.
Okay, that's cool. Demon Spear is the attack, base damage 5, inflicting 2 poison. Until the end of the next turn, a caster damaged by this attack cannot contract a beastie that shares the same name with a beastie they control. That's even better!
So good. It's so good. So with the poison, he'll deal 45 damage by the time it rolls back around, and he's going to lock down that they won't be able to play any beasties they already have in the arena. They won't be able to contract them.
Oh, man.
You could sneak it out with Call of the Storm or something like that, but you won't be able to contract any beasties that have the same name.
Whoa, man. This is like too good. Flavor text here reads, this slimy beastie guards a Loveland River with a watchful eye. It would ratchet ward off trespassers.
Rather.
Thank you. My brain was like, ratchet? What does that mean? But it will gladly slay them too. I love this little beastie.
I mean, he's freaking
frog.
great, man. And again, keep in mind, guys, you don't name a beastie and they can't contract
it. Just does it.
Any beastie they have in the arena cannot be contracted if this thing damages them.
So you like playing play sets? I do.
Yeah.
This guy's going to slow that down.
He's going to be a problem.
All right, next page we have, sorry, I don't need to do that. The beastie.
Skeleton.
Thank you. Mon, Chalk, Swamp, Sunken, Skeletons. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, 1 water, life points 20. Thank you. This one's a little blurry for me.
Yeah, it is.
Has the spirit trait. Life points increased by 10?
Yep, from the Swamp Terra.
And 10 bonus to the attack from the Nighttime Terra. 4th wall, Trinity, Summoning. Fatigue this beastie. If a skull is within eyesight, destroy 3 beasties named Monshock, Swamp, Sunken Skeletons you control to place a beastie named Monshock, Swamp, Priestess from your spellbook, Limbo, Cemetery, Afterlife, or Chapter into the arena. Forever Together is the attack, base damage 10. Contract a beastie named Monshock, Swamp, Sunken Skeletons from your Limbo or spellbook into the arena, fatigued.
Yep, so this is an engine card. This is a cycling card. So you're going to be able to, every time you attack, you're going to be able to pull another Sunken Skeleton from your Limbo or spellbook people. So if you haven't lost any yet, if you don't have any in the Limbo, it's cool. When this attacks, you're going to search your spellbook for 1 and you're going to put it into the arena fatigued. When that attacks, you're going to search your spellbook for 1. So if they both attack, you're going to get 2 more into the arena. And once you have 3, you can sack all 3 to get the Swamp Priestess from any zone, from spellbook, Limbo, Cemetery, Afterlife, or Chapter into the arena. It's not once per game, so you can keep doing that. If for some reason they destroy your Swamp Priestess, just bring her on back. And anytime you search out a Swamp Skeleton, Swamp Priestess is going to give you a zombie. And you know what I mean? This is a total engine right here. I don't know how strong it is because it's only got the 10 damage attack, potentially 20 with the Nighttime Terra in the arena, and it's only going to have up to 30 LP.
What's a spirit?
It's small, but it has spirit, and it has a major, major contract engine going on that could be really cool. But we'll see. I feel like you need You need to throw something like the Satanic Panic in here or something so that you get a bunch of skeletons out. Then you expand that into a bunch of tokens. Monshock's in the arena, so she gives you an extra token for all your tokens. And then you Black Mass or whatever.
Wow, man. Wow, Dark got a huge boost.
Yeah, Dark got some serious
The
ups.
product of voodoo gone wrong, the Monshock skeletons resurface and agitate when trespassers venture too close.
Pepper DeLuca, I just love that art.
All right, do we have any more dark pages
There's
left?
Black Aggie and Humble Dumple.
Okay. Black Aggie Beastie, 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 dark, 3 earth, life points 140. Has the fear trait, the defender trait, and the stone skin trait. 20 bonus to life points if the nighttime terror is in play, 30 bonus to the attack if the full moon terror is in play. Arena effect. Beasties that attack this beastie are dealt damage equal to half the damage dealt after resolving combat. This beastie cannot be affected by dark spells. Gaze is the power. Fatigue this beastie. You may only use this power once per game. At the start of each turn, both casters lose XLP. X starts at 10 and is doubled at the end of each turn. End this effect when this beastie leaves the arena. Grief is the attack, base damage 60, and inflicting scared. So we did the math. Because it's at the end of every turn, you've basically got 7 passes to live if you're at full life points.
Yeah, it's going to go
both
10,
going to die.
10, 20, 40, 80, 160, 320, 640. So by then, you're going to be dead.
7.
Yeah.
Yep.
By then, you're going to be dead. But man, that's quick. That's a quick countdown.
Powerful.
Yeah, she's a powerhouse for
and
sure.
To get rid of her, you're going to have to attack her for 280 damage.
Yep.
That's a lot.
Or you're going to have to hit her with like an Alaskan vortex or something that just guarantees the kill.
Can't be affected by dark spells, so no hateful demise, no death beam.
Yeah.
Wow.
So mean.
Grass shall not grow around the base of Black Aggie. At night she animates and follows victims with her glowing red eyes.
Yeah, she is a powerhouse.
All right, Humble Dumple.
So is he.
He's going to be a lot of trouble. 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, 2 earth, life points 120, has the regen trait, 15 bonus to the attack or life points if the forest terra, and life points if the forest terra or nighttime terror is in play. Upon contraction, index until you find a beastie goblin. Place that revealed beastie into the arena. Arena effect, no opposing pages may be contracted on your turn. Stumble, base damage 40, 4th wall. If you stomp your feet, destroy target special terra page. This attack deals plus 10 damage for each beastie goblin in all limbos. Also has an aura advantage against forest. So, not only are you going to be able to just keep yourself safe from things like counter spells, dampens, or just even the frog that we just talked about, the demon,
Shawnahook.
Yeah.
Or
this
traps, any
stops
traps.
your opponent
Smoky spirits.
from contracting pages when it's your turn. So that's a whole stability. Like you can just rely on your turn if Humble Dumple's out. Not only that, but when Humble Dumple comes out, if Humble Dumple is your only goblin in your spellbook, you're going to get a second Humble Dumple.
Yep.
And these guys have a lot of life points and they're constantly recovering their life points and they only cost 3. So you can get 2 for 3 aura.
Yep.
And you don't need to worry about them casting. Or actually, you don't even need to worry about opposing pages being contracted.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not just counter spells. It's
pages.
It's pages. So it's Shawnahook anytime beasties. It's smoky spirits. Any kind of anytime effects at all. Not going to happen. They won't be able to even contract traps on their turn. So if you attack into a trap with Humble Dumple and it flips, they literally can't pay for it, and it just goes away.
Fizzle.
Humble is so nasty. The only drawback here, the only drawback to this whole page, and you got to know this going in, is what does index mean? We explained this on the Earth episode.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Index means that you are going to be flipping cards, revealing cards from the top of your spellbook to the opponent until you get to a beastie goblin. And then all the cards that you revealed,
you hand to your opponent.
They reorder it, and they put it back on top of your spellbook. But there is a simple solution here. Just have a way to shuffle your spellbook.
That's it. There are plenty of ways to do that, man.
As long as you can shuffle, you're good. But if you can't shuffle, you are handing your opponent your deck and saying, please give me a bad game. Basically.
Yes, indeed you are.
Yeah.
Flavor text here reads, this hulking potato of a goblin is a natural enemy for forest guides. Clear a path when Humble Dumple comes around or he'll clear one through you.
Heck yeah. And he's strong against forest, lightning, light, and spirit. Oh man, he is a killer.
Yeah, he's going to be an issue. I like him.
I love him.
Okay.
All right. Sentry box. Yep. We've got a few more.
Beastie Demon Sentry Box Devil, 3 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 spirit, 2 dark, life points 20. Has the immortal trait, 20 bonus to the life points if the Nighttime Terra or Dusk Terra is in play. Boxed Blood is the power. Fatigue this beastie. If this beastie has 0 LP, destroy another beastie you control to have this beastie recover 20 LP. Arena effect. This beastie is nullified. This effect is nullified if this beastie has 0 LP. Okay, so you got to be able to give him that life, or he needs to have life.
Right.
So then, each time another non-token beastie you control is destroyed, each opposing caster destroys a non-token beastie they control.
Yeah. Now, this is classic Death and Taxes. I love it so much. So yeah, like you said, he has to have LP for that arena effect to work. But if he's at 0 LP, you can use the power, kill a beastie you control to get him that LP back. Now that destruction will not reflect on the opponent. They won't have to destroy for that. But for anything else, if you want to send a small beastie into one of their big beasties just to kill it, you know, your small beastie will die. Now they have to destroy one of their big beasties.
That's awesome.
Sentry Box Devil is so gross. The only thing to know, guys, is that it doesn't stack. They have issued an errata on this card so that the arena effect doesn't stack. Because otherwise, if you had 2 Sentry Devils, it'd be double. Yeah, they knew that would be ridiculous. But this is still a great card.
Sulfur Shadows is the attack. Base damage 0, inflicting 1 burn. 4th wall. If a real Sentry Box is within eyesight, this attack deals plus 100 damage. Do we know if Sentry Box is on the 4th wall list yet?
At this point, you can pretty much assume that none of the real 4th walls are going to go on the official list except for the tree, which for some reason they have made a special exception for. But they have said that any other real effect is pseudo only. So no, because if this dude could swing for 100 and he was immortal, he'd be the best card in the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's all right. Flavor text here reads, Leader of Vegigantas?
I guess.
The Vegigantas. Killer of invaders and guardian of arbiters. Enter his chambers and face the boiling black blood of challenges from the past. Ooh.
Man, the art is so good too. I love the beastie design.
Shout out to Poncho.
So freaking cool.
All right. Oh, gosh, we got a bunch of dark right here. Here it is. This is the one that I kept getting wrong. Beastie Vehicle, Chassis, Gallery. 2 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 dark. 2 spirit, 3 dark, life points 100, has the flying trait, the unblockable trait, 40 bonus to the attack of the nighttime terrors in play, 20 bonus to life points of the river terrors in play. 4th wall, if a real wooden canoe is within eyesight, you may contract this beastie from your limbo, cemetery, or afterlife into the arena awakened. So probably not.
Probably not, because it's a real effect. And by the way, that terra bonus is fog. That's not river terra. Yeah, so that's 20 life points from the fog terra.
Thank you. Devil's Bargain is the power. Fatigue this beastie. Lose 60 LP to remove a trait of your choice on all opposing beasties until the end of your next turn.
Come on, that's so good.
Amazing.
So good.
Yep. Wild Hunt is the attack, base damage 60. Whenever this attack destroys a beastie, destroy all beasties in the arena that share the same name or are named Snipe.
Yeah. Insane.
So you kill one Kets, you kill all the Ketses.
Yes.
You kill one Hornet, you kill all the Hornets.
And if there happens to be a snipe around, it's dead too. If you kill one Spiderling, you kill all the Spiderlings.
Damn.
Like this card, those token decks that we were just talking about, look out, because tokens could go off. Chassis will single-handedly shut an entire token deck down.
You kill one lightning token, attack. You kill all of them?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Flavor text here reads, Lumberjacks working on the Gatineau River can often see the flying canoe in the middle of the night. The ship is rumored to be a bargain made between Old Scratch and some fateful boatmen.
I know a couple people who are like really convinced they're going to let us use that real wooden canoe. Guys, I'm sorry. I love you, but no, they're not. They're not going to let us do that. If they did, I'm totally on board, but none of the real effects except the tree, you know? But that would be pretty funny to see somebody bring like an actual canoe to a tournament.
If they held the tournament on a lake and everyone was in a canoe.
In a canoe, yeah.
All right. All right, next up we have the Beastie Ogre Basket Ogress. 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 dark, life points 50. Has the invisible trait. 4th wall, if a basket is within eyesight, this beastie enters the arena awakened. Midnight snack, you may pay 1 dark and destroy another beastie or artifact you control to bookmark 1. It's a power. You got to fatigue this beastie to do that.
Yep.
That's cool.
That
I
is
like
cool.
that. If you got a beastie that's kind of like low on life points or just not doing anything for you or is locked out, just get rid of them and bookmark. Awesome.
Yeah, or if you use possession to steal an opponent's beastie, and then you've got that sentry devil out, you'll kill their beastie, you'll get a bookmark, and then they'll have to kill another beastie because of the sentry devil.
That's even better.
Yeah.
Kidnapping, base damage 10, if a beastie chibi is in combat and gain control of it until this beastie leaves the arena.
So he puts chibis in his basket.
He's a chibi stealer.
He puts chibis in his basket.
That's kind of scary.
That's really funny.
All right, flavor text here reads, the basket ogress abducts children with her basket and brings them to her hidden hut to eat. Try using her poor eyesight to your advantage when attempting to elude her.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we have Wingok, Beastie Spirit, 4 per spellbook, contraction cost 1 dark, 1 spirit, life points 10, has the flying and spirit trait, 10 bonus to the attack if the nighttime or full moon terror is in play. Arena effect, if an opposing beastie with a sleep indicator is targeted or damaged by an attack from a beastie bloodsucker, do not remove sleep indicators or resolve attacks from that opposing beastie.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Midnight Fangs is the attack, base damage 10, inflicting sleep. The coin flip for sleep on this attack is automatically heads. Beastie bloodsuckers deal plus 10 attack damage until the end of this turn.
Yep.
Whoa.
Auto sleep on an attack, folks. Auto sleep on a flying spirit beastie.
It can hit anything. You can't hit it. Very easy to remove through some type of direct damage, but there are 4 of these and they will guarantee sleeping beasties. Also, they won't remove sleeping beasties if the bloodsuckers are the one attacking. I mean, the trait will not be removed. It'll just deal damage.
Right. That's what the Saint Germain theme deck is. We'll talk about that soon, but that's essentially a Wingok deck where you are using them to auto sleep and then bloodsuckers are going to finish off the beasties. It's pretty cool. The only thing to keep in mind, like you said, it's very small. So when you do auto sleep a beastie, chances are Wingok's dead because it's going to swing for 10. That beastie's going to swing back. So it's pretty much like, it's almost like a Morpheus and a beastie mixed in one. But if you have another one out in the arena, then you can attack into that beastie with bloodsuckers and not have to worry about it. Or you could give this beastie bloodsucker with the bloodstained spell, and then this would be a bloodsucker and would be able to attack sleep beasties and they wouldn't be able to hit back.
But to your point, let's say this is a beastie bloodsucker. You give it bloodsucker and you attack a beastie. That beastie's still going to attack back.
Not if it's a bloodsucker. Because it says do not resolve attacks from that opposing beastie if it's a bloodsucker that's involved. So if you are a bloodsucker...
You declare an attack on a beastie with Wingok, and you've already given Wingok bloodsucker. The status effects always happen first. So the sleep status effect indicator is placed on the opposing beastie.
Yep.
And because you've gotten Wingok to be a bloodsucker... That's it.
The beastie will not resolve its attack, so it doesn't hit back. Right.
Wow.
Right. Okay. It's a fun little trick. But this is the beastie I was talking about when I said it would be a good target for the spells that bring back a dark beastie with cost 2 or less, like death. You can bring a Wingok back because it's part dark and be able to use that, put things to sleep. This is a cool little card.
Yeah, it is. Midnight Fangs is the attack, base damage 10, inflicting sleep. We already read that, didn't we? Okay, let's hit that flavor text. The magic emanating from the flapping wings of the Wingok can lull people into a deep sleep. Often the dreaming in this sleep is so powerful that a seance might be required for waking. Shout out to Afton. I think is my favorite art in the set.
So good.
I just love it. Yeah. I mean, the background and the eye wings, it's just beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have?
We have another.
Oh my gosh, we've got one more.
Yep.
The beastie. Is that a demon? Walking Sam. 1 per spellbook, contraction cost 2 dark, 2 spirit, life point 60. Has the fear and spirit trait. Arena effect. This beastie cannot be affected by dark or cosmic spells. This beastie loses 10 LP when a beastie you control from
Marionette Master, which is the name of the power,
is damaged or destroyed. When the beastie resolves an attack.
When this beastie resolves an attack.
Create a puppet token 20 LP spirit beastie with a 20 damage attack. And then you read that last part, because that is really blurry for me.
Marionette Master is the power, so you would fatigue Walking Sam, take control of target beastie or token until this beastie leaves the arena. If you control 12 puppet tokens, you win the game. So the Sewn from Skin attack deals 10 base damage, inflicts scared, but that attack creates the puppet token. So you have two choices with this Walking Sam. You can either fatigue him and just take control of an opposing beastie for as long as you have Walking Sam in the arena. Pretty cool. Or you can attack with him and create a puppet token, a 20 LP spirit beastie. And if you get 12 of those puppet tokens, you win. Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm not creating puppet tokens.
No, I'm just going to take them and I'm
taking all your stuff.
I'm going to destroy them.
Yep.
And make you destroy a beastie after I destroyed your beastie.
Yep. Just take control of that beastie.
Other dude in the ring, the Sentry Box Demon.
Or hey, maybe I'll just use your beastie for the rest of the game if you can't remove Walking Sam.
Sewn from skin is the attack. Base damage 10, inflicting scared. You read that?
Yes, we did.
Okay. The puppet master himself, relentless and everlasting, Walking Sam is a collector of pain and suffering. With the great seance in the air, many new souls are ripe for the taking.
Yeah, this guy's so good, guys. I've already been messing with him on TTS, and it's so crazy just to be like, and that's mine now. Like the one that people don't expect because they're just not used to the power yet. I take your Gassy. He's mine forever. Gassy's mine now. It's just like such a nightmare for people to have to deal with.
Yeah, Seance is shifting everything. I'm scared.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited. Guys, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a big show, and we're going to have one more big, even bigger last finale Seance set review of the Spirit and the Special Terra coming, and then we'll be box opening, building spell books, and back to playing.
I can't wait. I'm so excited for you guys to see these new decks. Yeah.
Also, if you happen to need Seance cards, hit up Cash Society, link in the description below. They got you covered.
Absolutely.
And with that, thank you to our patrons. We absolutely love you guys. Appreciate all the support. And is there anything else we say before we wrap?
No, that's pretty much it. If you want to support us, you can go to patreon.com/metabroz with a Z. We would absolutely love you for it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll be back soon with another episode of
Metabroz. Later, guys.
Later.